Hello guys and welcome back to the Red Devil Stand with all the latest Manchester United news and transfer news. Well, this is our 11 p.m. show, our night show. So this is absolutely going to be massive. We will talk about a lot of things. We will talk about, Cucurella. We will talk about the Alonso, Marcus Alonso situation. We will talk about AMRABAAT, Onana, Martial, and even Eric Ten Hag himself as well. So make sure to smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel and you want the Glazers out, as you can see in my message, please do subscribe. So anyway, guys, let's jump right into that. The first thing I would like to talk about, a statement that came from Marc Cucurella just a month ago. This is August and it came out in the month of July. And what Cucurella have to say regarding his season regarding his season on Chelsea, for playing for Chelsea, how did he felt about that? And why I'm saying this, you will know that, very soon. So what he have to say regarding his Chelsea season was, I play all my career in a smaller club, so we don't have this pressure. When you come to these big clubs, you feel this pressure, and sometimes it is not easy to play with this pressure because you need to win every game. Sometimes you need to adapt as well to those situations, but this is part of life. Sometimes you have good years and bad years as well. So what you have to say is the pressure he have expressed that he have been playing for smaller clubs all over his career, and now that he have come to Chelsea, it is a big club. The pressure is big because every time they comes on that field, they want to win the match, and that is a pressure which is quite hard to handle for him. See, I will give him a thumbs up for his honesty, for his candor he have shown in this particular statement. But the one thing I will say, you can have a nervous breakdown, for the first 2, 3 or 4 matches even. For a month, you can take some time to get used to that pressure. But after a year, he had spent with Chelsea, and now in the month of July, he had said that the pressure was too much for him because he is not used to that. Do we want a player? Because see, if the pressure from Chelsea was, enough for him to drop down his performance, I do not see him as a fit player to join Manchester United. But the pressure is even more intensified pressure every time we comes to our team comes at Old Trafford, we play a match or wherever it is. We want to win those matches, no matter what the result. At the beginning of the match, we always want to win. So he will have to take that pressure on even much more than he had to take on Chelsea. So I do not see him as a fit left-back choice, with Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia injured. We all know that there was another name when we had earlier, when we have our last session in this afternoon. We also talked about Sergio Reguilon, but there is another name coming out right now, and it is Marcus Alonso from Barcelona. And the experts are saying Manchester United have been handed the opportunity to sign a Barcelona star to ease their defensive woes. According to 90 Minutes, former Chelsea star Marcus Alonso has emerged as the latest left-back transfer option, which also includes Cucurella and Reguilon. Any deal would be a loan one for the time being, as United desperately eye a quick fix to their problem. So we all knew that there were talks regarding Marc Cucurella and Reguilon, and now on that mix, Marcus Alonso as well. If you ask my opinion, I would go for Marcus Alonso, but I do want to know your opinion. Who would you opt for? Would you opt for Reguilon, Cucurella, or Marcus Alonso? Because it is clear the way we are getting linked with every other left back, those are available right now, including Ryan Bertrand. So it is absolutely prominent that Manchester United do want to sign a left back on a loan deal. And if you ask me, if I'm being honest with you guys, I do think Marcus Alonso is the man. Though I know that, I guess one of you guys have mentioned in your comment in our last video that he is a bit injury prone. We do know that, but as we all know, we will not be needing his service for the whole year. If he stays fit, we all know if Luke Shaw came back, he will always get the start. There is not an ounce of doubt about that. But Marcus Alonso gives us a bit more depth. Because if Alonso and Luke Shaw both are fit, and in case Licha gets injured, then Luke Shaw can come into that centre back, playing as a centre back and not giving that, not making our left back situation as much as vulnerable as it could have been with Malaysia or even Alvaro Fernandez or even Diogo Dalot. So I do think an option of Marcus Alonso seems a bit brighter than I would say for Marc Cucurella and Reguilon, both combined. So yeah, I will definitely go for Alonso. Please do let me know your opinion, guys. So there have been 12 votes and 67% of you guys want Alonso, 17 on Reguilon and 17 on Cucurella. I can see that, man. I absolutely get that as well. So moving on to our next subject, we have covered our defensive area, Marc Cucurella and Marcus Alonso. We will not get into Reguilon as well because the talks have not been advanced regarding any of those players. So yeah, let's move on to our next subject, a bit interesting one I might add, and it is about Anthony Martial. See, we have heard Eric Ten Hag have said that multiple times that he is quite fond of Anthony Martial. Yeah, we are able to win matches without Martial, but it makes the job a bit easier if Martial is available. It is not. I am not saying that Eric Ten Hag have said that. So keeping that in mind, this came out on Express today, and they are saying, according to Spanish publication Fajitas, Manchester United have offered Anthony Martial to Real Madrid in a loan-to-buy deal. The report claims Los Blancos are keen on acquiring the Frenchman's services. Martial has 1 year remaining on his contract with the option to extend if by a further year. So what the experts are saying that, according to Spanish reports, we may see Anthony Martial joining Real Madrid as a loan deal. An option to buy. They will have an option to buy. That is the case what they're saying, but I don't know how much truth is in that particular news. But as it is a news, we will all talk about that. So please do let me know your opinion, guys. Do you think that sending out Martial on a loan would do us any good? I don't see that. I know that Real Madrid can be desperate as I guess at least there were 2, 3, 4 players are injured right now. They're first team players, so they might be a bit desperate right now to find a solution because their transfer window is ending as well. So they do not have a lot of time, that lot of pleasure. So they will have to make a decision, whatever that may be. So if they choose to opt for Martial, I do think we should sell him. If we are going to get rid of Martial, I do not want to get rid of him at this stage of transfer window. If it was, in the month of June or even July, I would have thought that. But we have 4 days left in our transfer window. I do not see Anthony Martial going out of the club, and we are going to able to sign another striker instead of him. That is the hard part. Maybe we can get rid of Anthony Martial, but finding a substitute within 4 days left in our transfer window, that would be a very, very challenging job. And it would cost us a fortune, whoever we go for, because they will smell our desperateness and they will, they will have a huge leverage on us, which they will absolutely pull. Whoever the club may be, whoever the player we may be going for, instead of Martial, if we are really thinking of that. I do not think so that would be the case, but please to make sure that, you get your opinion in our comment section. As you guys know, I try to make this show as much interactive as possible. So please do let me know your opinion, guys. I will get into your comments. Moving on to our next subject. This is a very, very interesting one. I'm honestly saying this, I do want to know your opinion, guys, regarding this particular matter. So this is about our Sofian AMRABAAT, the man, the legend right now, the man who is waiting for Manchester United. I guess there will be a movie. There should be a movie, about this AMRABAAT deal, man. The way he has waited for us, the level of commitment he has shown over the period of last 2 or 3 months, it is absolutely admirable. In my opinion, it absolutely is. So regarding AMRABAAT, this news came out. Manchester United have received a boost in their attempts to sign Sofian AMRABAAT. Corriere dello Sport, which is an Italian outlet, claims Fiorentina are now open to letting the midfielder leave on loan with an option to buy. Oh my God. When I was reading this article, man, oh man, so many reactions coming out of me, man. Fiorentina initially wanted up to 25.7 pounds, so 7 million pounds for the Moroccan star, but with a limited budget, United could strike a loan deal instead and purchase him next summer if they wish. See, I will only go for a loan option for AMRABAAT if there is, and if there should be an option to buy in. Absolutely, that should be on the clause. Number one. And my second point would be, then the money we will be saving on AMRABAAT this year, we should absolutely spend that money on a center back, a proper center back. Maybe a class like Todibo, Tapsova, someone like that. Not Johnny Evans. Absolutely not Johnny Evans. If we are going to sell Harry Maguire, then we will not, sign Johnny Evans. So we will have to make sure that money goes to secure that, Todibo deal. I do think so. If that is the thing we are thinking about, then I'm all in for that loan deal for AMRABAAT this year, and we will buy him permanently in the coming season. Please do let me know your opinion, guys. As I well know that you guys are quite vocal about the facts, and this is a very interesting one. This is a really interesting one. When I read this, I was thinking, yeah, it is possible. We can do that. It is not the end of the world. We will have the option to buy him in the coming year, and he will play for us, no matter if it's a loan deal or if we buy him permanently. So please do let me know your opinion, guys, because if that money we saves on AMRABAAT and it goes to buy for a center back, that would be absolutely brilliant for us. We all know how tight our budget is right now. The Glazers will not spend any money. There is no doubt about that. They will not give us any kind of boost, and maybe we are, hand-tied with our FFP rules. If keeping all those scenarios in mind, I do think getting AMRABAAT on loan in this year to have a buy option, included on that deal, and go for a proper centre back like Todibo. I do think so. That should be the case, man. Absolutely. I will get into your comments. So there are some things, regarding Onana and Eric Ten Hag as well. I will get into that. Let me read your comments first. Puja is saying Inter best, okay. Rohit is saying savage line. Thank you, man. Ovidu is saying Alonso, okay, not Kukure, okay. By line, thank you for all of you guys. So there have been 21 votes, and 57% of you guys wants Alonso, and 29% second is in Reguilon. Okay. Ono is saying Alonso only, okay, man, all day, every day. Jamie is saying Reguilon, all day, every day, okay. Lovely is saying Sergio Reguilon will be short-term perfect, okay, man. Vito brother, by the request, Jamata Puro Dekha by just Lekata Dekhte Chai. Man, this is this is Old Trafford t-shirt. Take me home, country road, So that song. I just bought it actually. Thank you for asking me that, brother. Vito brother, thank you, Vito brother. Sergio Reguilon is the best. Ricky is saying. Shomdipan Bhattacharya is also saying Alonso, okay, man. I can see that the group is divided between Alonso and Reguilon. Both are better options if I compare them to Kukurea. I just don't want Kukurea to come in, and not at all. Steve is saying I prefer Reguilon, but if they'll strike a deal with Chelsea, then well and good. Then United should not disappoint AMRABAAT, please. He has done enough to push for a transfer, but United are not doing any effort to make the transfer go through. Man, Steve, if you're still online, please do let me know your opinion about what I have just said regarding that Sofian AMRABAAT deal. Please let me know your opinion. All of you guys. Tulipa is saying, what's wrong with this club? Is Tuku better than Brandon Williams? Why loan him? I do think Kukurea is better than Brandon Williams, man. If you ask me, yeah, you can judge me, Tulipo. You can absolutely judge me. As I've said, you guys do not have to comply with me everything I say. But I do think Kukurea is better than Brandon Williams, man. I'm quite happy that we got rid of Brandon Williams. If it was a straightforward sell, I would have been even much happier. But yeah, what can we do, man? We have some shitty negotiators that ends up, sending Brandon Williams on loan. Anyway, moving on to Pranjalika's comment, and she is saying, why do we want a terrible left back who can't get into Chelsea's disastrous team? Point, absolutely a good point. I guess we're talking about Kukurea. If it is the case, yeah, absolutely a good point. A solid point, I must say. If he was not good enough for Chelsea, what makes us think that he will be good enough for Manchester United? Especially the level of performance we need right now without Luke Shaw, Tyrell Malacia on that left flank. We do need a player who can do the job. And you know, in my opinion, why Marcus Alonso? Because he is a proven Premier League player and I like the player. He has that ability to play as a centre back as well at times. So yeah, you are getting a lot of versatility when it comes to Alonso. But if you are going for Reguilon or Cucurella, that's okay as well. It is absolutely your choice. That's why I have put up that poll. Roshanjit is saying we should really get a left back before the Arsenal game. Dalot is no left back. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Rian is saying get serious then and buy players. Okay, man. I am all serious, but I hope our club gets serious. It's only about 4 days left now. Shomo is saying we need an active striker and also a defensive midfielder. Man, I think we should, wait around a bit and see how, Rasmus Højlund works out in the first couple of games. Then we can revisit that striker idea. But, that will be of no good because the transfer window will end by then. Indrani is saying, loan disha yeah, absolutely. The club is in absolute, puddle of shit right now, Indrani. She's also saying need quality defenders and midfielders. Short height players are still struggling. The areas needs to be strengthened as a priority. The team is looking very average. Yeah, absolutely. You are quite right about that. And see, I will not go for the short players only. We have some tall players. We had some. Even Weghorst was a giraffe. He was a fucking giraffe. And he was so weak on any aerial duels. I haven't seen him won any aerial duels while he played for us. So it's not about short or tall. You should have that capability. We have seen how strong aerial ability is for Lisandro Martinez. He's a quite short guy, but still, he's quite good at his. When it comes to 1v1 on aerial duels, most of the time he wins the ball. Shurmila is saying we need another centre forward. That Brazilian target is young and cheap. We should get him. We can't rely on Martial coming through. We have a lot of games. Besides, there's UEFA. UEFA what, Shurmila? I guess you continued. No, that was it. Anyway, please do let me know. Yeah, see, the thing is that we are, I guess, still connected with Marcus Leonardo as the articles were coming out regarding him that we may, overbid Roma. What Roma had put in a bid for Marcus Leonardo, it was around 20 million upfront and 5 million in add-on. And as the report was saying that we may pay much more than what Roma is willing to pay. That can happen, but I do not see that money. I really do not see that. If you ask me, do we need another striker or a centre back? That is a question. Please do let me know. Who would you want? If we are not buying AMRABAAT this season and loaning him in, so essentially we would not be, spending any money as a transfer fee. We will only give him his wage maybe at the very best. So yeah, in my it's a tricky question. What do we need? Obviously, we need another striker. And we need another centre back. And that is exactly how Manchester United works. You can see. It is not up to us anymore that we can choose from a very fertile transfer window. All of the good players are gone. All the players who were sellable already got sold, and the ones who are still there, we can't afford them. That's the harsh reality of Manchester United right now. Hence, we are getting linked with players like Ryan Bertrand or Marco Correa or something like that. But trying to loan in a 21 million pound player. We do not have that kind of money to make that deal happen as well. So you can see, man, the way our club is getting run by the Glazers, it is absolutely shambolic. There is no doubt about that. Chayola Mosle saying we don't need a left back. Let's trust our academy. What happened when Shaw and Malacia are fit? Okay, man, but that could be a very risky thing to do in my opinion. Proshenjit says Sergio Reguilon is good for us, the sort of Cucurella we don't need flops. Yeah, I wouldn't say, Reguilon a big hit, but he was better than, Cucurella. That much I will give you, brother. Proshenjit, wow, I want to thank you so much, brother. Indra is also saying that as well. Indra is also saying that AMRABAAT to Old Trafford. Yeah, man. That deal absolutely should happen. There is not an ounce of doubt about that. If we somehow drop out on that AMRABAAT deal, I mean, oh my God. The level of incompetence it will need to drop down a deal, in which the club wants to sell the guy wants to join us. He have rejected multiple offers from multiple clubs, and still we end up not signing him. That would just, that would just show us the level of competence we are getting run by with. So yeah, man, what can I say? I do hope that will not be the case. I do hope so that will not be the case, brother. Gautam is saying Manchester United have to sell to buy AMRABAAT, Todibo, Gravenberg, Power, all wanting to join, but United can't shift players who refuse to leave this club. This disappointed me once again. Absolutely, Gautam. Quite spot on, brother, about that. But I do hope we will be able to change that, matter in this coming 3-4 days. Maybe there is just, a big fucking if before that, maybe. So yeah, man, we will see about that. Ontra is also saying those players refusing to go because all their greed should not even be on the bench and should definitely not even be considered to play for their country. It just shows us that we have a few inconsiderate and uneducated players in the Manchester United squad. One in particular, Harry Maguire. Can they not be pushed out of the first team? Then to join the academy players, but without any game time. Of course, the Glazers, CEO, and other directors have no backbone and have always avoided and still are supporting the managers, coaches, physios, and the entire team who are dedicated. Yeah, man, yeah, absolutely on track. See, as I just said right now, yeah, we can get excited about this last 4 days. Yeah, that, maybe Harry Maguire will go, maybe Scott McTominay will go, maybe we will see Eric Bailly going out. I don't know what's happening with him. Maybe Van de Beek will go as well, and we will get, players like Todibo, Power, or maybe, Marcus Leonardo, or a good left back like Marcus Alonso, or some of you guys want Regulon as well. So any one of those two guys. See, we can get excited all about that fact, but it does not change the matter in hand that it is what we are left with. We can't choose right now. Beggars can't be choosers, and Manchester United are in the beggar situation right now. So we can't go out and choose, that we are not happy with Regulon or Marcus Alonso, because those are the players are left in the market. Obviously, we will not go for, player like, what should I say? It's a good left back. I just can't remember anybody's name. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Please do let me know some of the good left backs name, man. I just forgot all of their name. Anyway, so that is the thing. We have to deal with all those matters. We needed 2 strikers. That was clear to anyone and everyone. You do not need to be a football genius to understand that Manchester United needs 2 strikers. It was as clean as day. But still we end up getting only Rasmus Højlund, and even him, it cost us around £70 million. That should not have been the case. I will make a video once our transfer window ends regarding all of our spend and all of the money we accumulated by selling our players. How much was our net spend? How can it look, how will it look like for Manchester United in the coming seasons financially? We will talk about all those things. I will make a video about that. So if you guys are interested, please do let me know in the comment section. Do you want a video on that? Ritesh is saying because of UEFA financial rules, Chelsea went the whole season without signing a single player, but they survived. We signed players this season. Eric Ten Hag knew the situation, but he did not take advantage of the free agents that were there. He wanted to buy, but you can't buy more than rules don't allow. He must work with what he has and take advantage of the under-21. I guess that will be the case with this. That he is exactly what he's doing right now, and he will continue doing that. But you see, the thing is that we can criticize as much as we can, regarding our back four or our midfielders or even our forwards, but they are even going through a change. Eric Ten Hag is not trying to play the same football we did the last window, the last season. He wants some change. He wants to see some change on our play style with the ball and without the ball as well. And to make those things happen, yeah, it may irritate us. As a fan, we will get suffocated, we will get frustrated at times, and even throw our towels around. But that will not change the fact that our club itself is going through a transition of gameplay, which is going to take some time. Which is absolutely, I know that, as I've said, we are always overjoyed when we won a match. We are always overly criticizing our players, our managers, our play style, everything when we lose one. But as time goes by, when our brain gets a little calm about things, then we can see the real deals, what are going on out there. And yeah, obviously we have a lot of room to improve. but make that happen. It will take some time. You can see a difference of play style if you make a proper, difference between the last season, the way we played, and the season right now we are playing. The high line we are pushing, obviously we will make some mistakes, and that mistakes will cost us at times. That is not a good thing. Absolutely not. We have already seen how quickly we have conceded those goals against Nottingham Forest. If that was the case with Arsenal at Emirates, believe me, forget about that 3-2 comeback. Absolutely forget about that. We could have get bashed again by 6-0, 7-0. So that is why obviously it has some risk. But that risk Erik ten Hag have to take. Believe me, guys, if he would still opted for the counter-attacking football which we opted for in the last season, we ourselves would have bashed Erik ten Hag that why are we playing that same football? So yeah, we are changing, we are evolving, and it will take some time. It is the harsh reality of it, man. Srishti is saying, that's what happens when we give away ridiculous contracts to mediocre players. We put ourselves in situations where they have not done it at United, so sell on value decreases. We fall victim to this. Every time with expecting to Ronaldo, Van Nistelrooy, Beckham, etc., we were really earn on players, but when interested in players, we have to pay the premium. We need to fix this issue immediately. It's what is affecting us going forward, in my opinion, and your opinion is absolutely spot on, Srishti, regarding this particular matter. The quicker we get new owners and new investment into the club, rather than people taking out the club who have no football brains between them. Absolutely, absolutely. You can't have put it any better than what how she have done. Seriously, see, as I have said, it is hard to sell out, and that is the exact thing I was talking about in our earlier session when covering that Dean Henderson subject. Yeah, we could have gotten at least 25 to 30 million pounds. We should have gotten at the very least of 30 million pounds by selling a player like Dean Henderson, a very young goalkeeper, a good goalkeeper. Yeah, with a bad attitude when it comes to Manchester United, but he is a goalkeeper. There is a solid player in him. But we ended up getting only 15 million plus 5 million in add-ons because he is on a 120k weekly wage. We were paying him 120k per week for the past 2-3 years, I guess. And how many matches you can remember he had played for us? I can't even remember the last time Dean Henderson played for Manchester United. And that just shows you that needs to change. And it is changing bit by bit. It is. When it comes to, Andre Rana's salary or Hoyland's salary or what the salary will be if AMRABAAT joins, we are changing some things. The scenarios are getting changed, and I'm pretty sure John Murdoch is not the one, changing those things, or even Richard Arnold or even the Glazers. It is Erik ten Hag. He is changing the club bit by bit. He is only one man against all the rivals, I must say. And the rivals are within the club. The likes of Murdoch and Richard Arnold and the Glazers, he is fighting all of those guys. And he is fighting the fans as well with a cool temperature. So yeah, we should support our manager, man. We should do that. He deserves that. The level of shit he has to go through each and every day for just being a Manchester United manager, man, we can't even imagine that. So yeah, we can have our comment. We will always criticize him when he makes mistakes. But we will have to see what he is trying to do here. We have to see the bigger picture. There is one. It will take some time, absolutely. With Glazers, it will take even more time. If we had a owner like, what Newcastle have or Man City have or Arsenal have, it could have been way easier for Erik ten Hag, at least way smoother for Erik ten Hag, which is not the case with the Glazers, man. And it is quite clear, we all know that. Puja is saying, Gautam, there is zero chance that those three will join before the end of the window. Yeah, we will see about that. I guess Gautam talked about AMRABAAT, Todibo and Gravenberg and Power. I guess AMRABAAT will be the one we end up getting. So yeah, I guess that will be the case. Erik and Devopriya have complied with Puja as well. Kish Bodip is saying, it's the fault of the board and the greedy money-grabbing Glazers that won't fund to invest in the team. Absolutely, man. Why are we in this financial fair play market? Because of all the debts, the humongous debt we have over our head, our club's head. That is the main reason causing that financial fair play at the very first place. So anyway, moving on from that particular subject to Andre Onana right now. We all knew that there was a fear of losing him for a couple of months if he joined Cameroon, played for Cameroon on AFCON tournament. But what the news are coming out right now is Andre Onana will not come out of international retirement and represent Cameroon at the Africa Cup of Nations. The Athletic says it is viewed as impossible for Onana to play for his country anytime soon. Onana would have missed 4 Premier League matches between January and February next year if he went to the tournament. That would have handed an opportunity to Altay Bayindir, the goalkeeper United are set to sign from Fenerbahce, but he will now remain second choice for that period. So yeah, if Altay Bayindir will join us, it is quite imminent that he will be the backup for Andre Onana, as we have discussed that in our previous session. So yeah, there was a probability that he may join that Cameroon team, Andre Onana, but as the reports are coming out, he will not do that, and he will be with us, with Manchester United on that period of time. So yeah, maybe bad for Cameroon fans, but yeah, good for us, for Manchester United fans, man. But I do feel bad for Cameroon. He's a great goalkeeper. So anyway, we will talk about our last subject, Erik ten Hag. There was some news regarding him as well. Let's talk about our man. Manchester United owners, the Glazers, have reportedly approved a new deal for Erik ten Hag. The Daily Star claims ten Hag will be offered a 2-year extension at Old Trafford. The Dutchman will also get a significant pay rise on his current contract. Ten Hag earns around £9 million a year, with the new offer increasing to around £14 million a year. I'm happy for ten Hag that he will be earning more. But the only worrisome thing that got me in this statement was Manchester United owners, the Glazers, have reportedly approved a new deal for Erik ten Hag. Why would you do that if you are trying to sell the club? Believe me, guys, all the news can come out, all the news of the world can come out and say that the Glazers will sell the club in the month of October, November, or December, or January, or whatever the month it may be. If you ask me, everything they are doing indicates to that same point, man. They had a deal with, Adidas. They had a new deal with Adidas. They are investing in the stadium bit by bit. They are hiring new doctors for Manchester United. They are giving new contract to Erik ten Hag now. Why would they be doing all those things which would have been, delayed around for the new owner to come in, and then they could have handled that? But if they are really trying to sell, why would they do that? It is out of my imagination, man. I can't even think of one good reason that why would the Glazers would be doing the things they are doing right now if they wanted to sell the club. I have no problem with Erik ten Hag's salary going up from 9 million to 14 million. He deserves even more, in my opinion. But man, oh man, the decision the Glazers are taking, it just indicates at the same direction that they do not want to let go of Manchester United anytime soon. In the near future, I do not see the Glazers going out. As I have said, they absolutely need to invest on Old Trafford. And we may see that is the way that ends up only, that they will somehow, as it was the case from the very beginning, then a partial investment can come out like the Elliott Groups, and they will be able to spend that money on Old Trafford, and that is the only thing we will get out of our whole transfer sale saga. So anyway, our club sale saga. Anyway, let's move on from that negativity and get right into your comments. Akash is saying Glazer power killing United. Glazer power, man. Glazers hatred, I guess. Shoaili is saying I hate the Glazers more than most, but they are not to blame here. People running the club are to blame for extended contracts on stupid salaries and lengthy terms, who are now holding the club to ransom. Just pay them out and cancel their bloody contracts. Yeah, the first part you have said, Shoaili, is absolutely correct. It is, we can't blame the Glazers for giving them such shitty deals, for offering the players such stupid amount of money. But on the latter part of what you said, just pay them out and cancel their bloody contracts, that is up to the Glazers. They could have done that. They could have done that for many, many players, but they will not invest in our club. So we will have to see if any club is out there who will be willing to buy our players, our dead goods like Maguire, like McTominay, like Van de Beek, like Eric Bailey. We will see about that, and we will see about that. Shreyans is saying they're using money for themselves, commercial club. Prithviraj is saying, Bhai, okay, thank you, man. Thank you, absolutely. Thank you, Prithviraj. Glory, Man United, bhai, absolutely. Man, always glory to Manchester, no matter what happens. Prithviraj is saying, let us take AMRABAAT and we let them rot on the bench, okay? Koina is saying, Donny out, Gravenberg in, AMRABAAT in, Maguire out, Todibo in. Donny out, Gravenberg in, AMRABAAT in. Maguire out, Todibo in. I don't think, see, the main reason we are not going for AMRABAAT, at least it's our club's version, that we do not have enough money. But I do not think, certainly I do not think that we will be able to accumulate a whole lot of money even if we are able to sell Van de Beek. Yeah, it may give us AMRABAAT, but I do not see Gravenberg only if it is a loan deal. That is possible. I can see Gravenberg and a left winger, left back joining us in a loan deal. Even AMRABAAT joining us in that loan deal. What the reports have came today, and only getting Todibo as our permanent centre back, and we can secure AMRABAAT in the coming season. We will see about that. There is a probability, so please do let me know your opinion, guys, on that particular subject. Tanya Kukuya is not better. Absolutely no doubt about that, Tanya. Umrag is saying, pranam to every one of you guys. Jerry is saying, Bhaiya, kaise ho? I am fine, brother. I hope you are doing well as well. I hope all of you guys are doing well. It is a Sunday night. I hope, you guys have enjoyed your weekend. Have some party maybe. Shivani is saying, hi Shivani, thank you so much for joining. Thank you all of you guys for joining the session, man. Shivani is saying, this Van Dijk fall of it's beautiful. 2 good seasons and Weirdos wanted to crown this guy the best Premier League club ever, not even top 10. Man, the red card he received today, brother. I do think it was a red card, but it was a bit harsh one. I will say that, yeah, he potentially stopped a goal scoring chance, which was the case with us as well when Nottingham Forest got that red card. So yeah, I do comply with the decision, but it was a harsh one. Shoptumi is saying Liverpool fans still wholeheartedly think he is better than Vidic. Van Dijk couldn't even tie Vidic's shoes. Absolutely, Shoptumi, spot on. I mean, those are the only guys who will never understand football. Comparing Van Dijk with Vidic, man, come on. Van Dijk is a decent, he's a good centre back, not decent, he's a very good centre back, but come on, you can't compare him to Vidic, man. Vidic was some other class. He was out way out of his league. Ricky saying, go and watch Liverpool play. The way they played with 10 men against a very balanced Newcastle team and see how we played against a very weak Tottenham team with 11 players shows the mentality instilled by coaches in the team. Even after 1 year, we are nowhere near. I fear 7 goals loading against Liverpool. Ricky, I do hope that you are still online. I do hope so, brother. What Eric Ten Hag have achieved, it took Jurgen Klopp 4 years. So please stop comparing Eric Ten Hag with Jurgen Klopp and, Arteta as well. Please stop doing that, brother. Don't do that. You can bash Eric Ten Hag as much as you want. It's your freedom. You can do it. It's absolutely your opinion. But comparing him, if you are really comparing him, if you really are doing that, Jurgen Klopp was nowhere near where Eric Ten Hag is after 1 year. He's way ahead of Jurgen Klopp, man. So please, keep your facts straight, brother. You can, what should I say? Criticize anyone you want, but at least keep your facts straight. That is the only thing I will ever ask from you guys. Who is the second in 2019 Ballon d'Or? Your dad, 0 ball knowledge. Who is the second? Are you talking about Van de Beek? Van de Beek was nominated, I guess. Not I guess, he was. I'm a United fan, but Van Dijk is one of the best centre-back in the Premier League. United admits don't know football. You don't know footballs. You hype Mason Mount, and you gave us a lot of useless compositions on how he will fit in our midfield. But since he has no clue how to play football, he has not even a shot on target. Are you talking about Mount, Sanjay? I guess we're talking about Mount. See, as I have said, as Eric Ten Hag have said himself, the role he is going to play, for the first time ever, he is going to play that. So it will take him some time. And I will criticize Eric Ten Hag on this matter rather than, spend my bantering on Mason Mount. Because as I have said, if you want a striker, go straight forward and buy a striker? Why would you buy a centre mid and try to convert him to a striker, which is exactly Erik ten Hag is trying to do with Mason Mount? He wanted a defensive-minded midfield. He should have brought AMRABAAT, but he went out, and his first buy was Mason Mount, and he's now trying, he's trying to convert Mason Mount to a defensive mid player, which is clearly not, which he never was. So if he is going to have some level of success on that position, it will take some time. It will definitely take some substantial amount of time. Purvan is saying we hate Liverpool. No doubt about that, brother. Absolutely no doubt about that. Shonadar is saying if our coach continue like this, I don't see us going for this season. Okay, again, I will not talk about that again, brother. Not about Erik ten Hag anymore. From what I saw yesterday, from Dalot leaving position, running inside midfield, I think we have no choice, including window closing dates. As I said, man, we do not, beggars can't be choosers, man, and we are the beggars in this situation. It is what it is. The players we are getting linked with are the players left on that transfer window. Every good one of those are already out, already bought by some other clubs, or the few those are still left out at the window. We can't afford that. Olitro is saying Chelsea are trying so hard to take our Champions League spot for next season. Go for Reguilon for fuck's sake. Okay, man. Himama is saying, please, my Man United bros, we need another left back. Alvaro is there, but we still need, if the competition is too long, we don't know what will happen. So any one of them, but for me, I prefer Sergio Reguilon. Okay, brother, yeah, absolutely. This is much needed, man. There is no doubt about that. Norma is saying, go and get Luke, lying from Leeds on loan, better than this dude. Go and get Luke. Line from Leeds. Okay, I guess we're talking about the Leeds player. Okay, man. Ricky saying, okay, bhaiya, as you wish. Man, I'm not saying that you will not say. Absolutely say it, brother. As I said, you can have your criticism, regarding Erik ten Hag. I criticize Erik ten Hag as well. It is not about criticizing the man. As I said, you were comparing him to, Jurgen Klopp. And if you really do that, it is not your RDB bros quote, man. Absolutely not, man. Do not get me wrong. I am not saying you to not criticize our manager or our player. Absolutely do that. We should absolutely do that. But if you are going to compare him to someone, so there must be some facts that is helping you to reach that conclusion that Klopp is better than Erik ten Hag. That may well be the case. Maybe Klopp is a better manager than Erik ten Hag. But the period of time Erik ten Hag have had up until now, if you compare that to Jurgen Klopp, the amount of time, the first 40-50 matches when he was the manager of Liverpool, he's still now, but about his first 50 matches, and when you compare it to Erik ten Hag's first 50 matches with Manchester United, the result is, there is a substantial gap, brother. That is all I was saying about that matter, man. Shankar is saying Manchester United is finished. Let's not hope that. We have Alvaro Fernandez in the ranks. Why bring an average player? Man, see, the thing is that, as I have said, we have seen that what happened to Garnacho when he got the start. And believe me, not everyone will perform like Manu. Yeah, Alvarez have done a good job, on their preseason matches, but it does not mean that he will do that same kind of job in our Premier League as well. If he is able to do that, that would be absolutely fantastic. I'm not saying that he does not have that ability. But we cannot put all the pressures or all the hopes on those young lads. That would be unfair to them as well. So a player like Marcus Alonso or Reguilon maybe could do a better job. In my opinion, it would be Alonso, no doubt about that. Shayantan saying, thank you, Shayantan. Thank you, all of you guys. Shayantan is saying Alvaro Fernandez is better than him. Kurkure, okay, man. Yeah, Kurkure, every one of those guys are better than Kurkure and Ryan Bertrand, man. So I'm happy with either, I would prefer Alonso, but I will not be overly, critical if we do end up with Reguilon. So we will see about that. Rohit is saying, I love Sheikh Jassim, so you guys know that those are the magic words. I mean, he can read my mind quite well. Shayantan is saying, why Rohit, why? Okay, Anthony. See, thank you all of you guys for your enthusiasm. I must say that. 57 votes. And 75% of you guys want Alonso. That is quite staggering. That is absolutely staggering. I will end the poll now. So those were all the news, man. Those were all the news. See, the thing is that Regarding Martial, I do not think that we should let go of him. If it was, early July or even maybe late July or early August, I would still think about that. But as the amount of day left, what, 3 4 days left, I guess, from tomorrow, 4 days left in the transfer window, I do not see that happening. I do not see us going out and buying another striker. Yeah, we have, got linked with Leonardo. We can see that he may join us, but that's another 20-year-old. So we will end up with 20 years old. That may be a good thing, maybe a bad thing, but that will be absolutely risky. In my opinion, it would be. Getting rid of Martial as it stands right now, I do not think that should be the case. If we are going to go out and buy, Marcus Leonardo, I'm fine with that. But to do that, if we are going to get rid of Martial, then I am not, then I will oppose that process. And regarding Onana, yeah, it was a good news for us Manchester United fans that he will be available. And regarding the AMRABAAT deal, that is the main thing, man. That is the main thing. We will talk about that. We will talk about that, man. I don't know. It was out of the blue. I wasn't even thinking of getting AMRABAAT on loan, and we can buy him next year. It is not the end of the world. It is not the worst decision ever. But as I said, if we are going to spend that money on a centre back or even a striker, I am okay with that. But if we are only ending up with AMRABAAT and we are loaning him in, that would be absolutely ridiculous. That would be absolutely ridiculous. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Please do smash that like button, and if you are new to the channel, brother or sister, please do subscribe and help us reach that 175 subscriber mark. So anyway, guys, I have enjoyed the show. I hope you guys did as well. We'll see you tomorrow. A new week is coming for us. So we will see. We can see some level of possibility in the coming week. So yeah, man, good night, goodbye, and take care. We'll see you tomorrow at our 4 p.m. show. I can see that Rohit and Shaintan is already, arguing within themselves. Okay, Rohit, your message will be read last. Okay, man, thank you all of you guys for all your enthusiasm and love and support you guys show to this community. Absolutely kudos to you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, goodbye, good night, and take care, guys.